Hey, comic book fans, my nerdy friends, my geeky compadres, what's going on? It's very late in the week, and I apologize for that. I've been busy this week, but I did manage to go to a few shops and pick some stuff up that I want to show you, so here we go. All right, first thing I want to show you actually isn't a comic. It is a significant piece of my other hobby, which is vinyl record collecting. This record that I picked up actually today is one that back in the day in 1998 I was listening to very heavily, and that is All Mass Nerder. For those of you who don't know, All you might not know. You might not know what I talk about to explain who they are. All is a band formed from another band called The Descendants, another punk rock band. It's three members of The Descendants and then the new singer named Chad Price. All had actually been through quite a few singers already, but this one stuck for 5 albums, I believe. I know 4 for sure. I'd have to double check. But I was rocking out to this album or CD forever in '98, and then I saw this, and it's see-through orange, which is super awesome. The sleeve is a lyric sleeve, and then picture of the band like rehearsing is what it looks like. But yeah, super into this band because I've always been into the Descendants too. But I was pretty stoked to find this and get it in my collection. So there's that. Now we'll get into the comic stuff. One new issue this week, and that is Daredevil issue 5. Been really enjoying it. No complaints. It's been really, really good. And then I have a bunch of back issues and a kind of a trade, more prestige format book, I guess. But some good stuff in here. So, Swamp Thing, this is Volume 2, Issue 1, Saga of the Swamp Thing. Then we have Brave and the Bold 142 with Batman and Aquaman. You don't see me pick up a whole lot of Brave and the Bolds. That's because I hardly ever come across them. I did come across that one and another one, but I already had it. I believe it was 185 with Green Arrow. But like I said, I already had it. And then I got this Batman 339. Very cool. This is like a completely random collection of books this week. Rumble issue 1. Found it in a dollar bin. Was pretty stoked. Actually, some of these on Saturday, right? Yeah, I think so. Saturday, I met up with the Dark Knight, if you remember who he is. He doesn't do videos anymore. Lame. Met up with him, and we went to Second and Charles, met up, and did a little bit of shopping, and a bunch of these is where that's where I found them. So, anyway. Sensational She-Hulk number 1. Now I can actually start reading it. I think I have like 1 through 15. And we have Mr. Miracle issue 9. I hardly ever come across these as well. It's in a little bit of rough shape, but I'm cool with it. Then we got one that actually Nate turned in previously, and I decided to pick it up because, one, it's in Mylar, and it was only $2, and it's signed, but DeMatteis. It's Phantom Stranger issue 8. Glare off the Mylar so you can see it. But yeah, $2. I picked it up basically just for the Mylar, because I have the book. I don't care if DeMatteis signed it or not, but it was worth it. Anyway, found this and was actually pretty stoked about it. It's called Self-Loathing Comics. very, not very underground, but an underground comic done by Robert Crumb, who I know from American Splendor. But his artwork, I've always really liked his artwork. But it's a flip, so you got half and half. This one self-loathing, Jesus. That one, and then another story on the flip side. And in the middle, one second, I haven't read it yet, but I flipped through the middle to see what they actually did with it. You can see the stories meet up, which is it looks pretty funny. So, very excited to read it. I just always like Robert Crumb's art style. And like I said, I know him from American Splendor, which I have 3 or 4 trades. Next, I picked these up because I started in on volume 1, and these were there. Again, a dollar bin. Uncanny Inhumans issue 0 and issue 1. So I thought I'd get in on that, see how that is. And then we have these. I already have this almost entire run, but I saw them and they were $1, and I decided to pick them up. So Commandy, I believe this is issue 23 or 5. I can't really tell because the number's cut off, but I decided to pick it up anyway. And issue 28. Love me some Commandy. I'm going to try and collect it all over again and see if I can do a binded copy, like J-Rocks did. I forget what he actually did, but he got a whole bunch of issues and sent it into a company, and they bound them together. So if I can find a second copy of each of those issues, I'd really like to get them in a collected edition. So that'd be cool. And then I found these in the dollar bin, and I was amazed and had to pick them up. I don't actually currently collect it in singles, but if they're $1, I'm picking it up. And that is Peter Panzerfaust. This is issue 20, 21, 22, and 23. Super good story. If you guys haven't read it, just really awesome. I love it. Sad to see that it's coming to an end, actually. And then this is one title that I've been collecting for a little while now. Shadow of the Bat, issue 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 27, 28, 29, 30, and 40. So, pretty sizable chunk taken out of that. And last but not least, this is I guess it's more prestige format than trade, but really cool Elseworld story. World's Funnest. With the, Dawn of Justice movie that came out. I thought it was really funny to have this. I just found it, and it was a bug. Mr. Mixaplick and Batmite looks like they're fighting over a pile of different Batmans and Supermans. Also, one really cool thing about this, Actually, the main reason I picked it up, if you look there, by Evan Dorkin and Friends. So there's a whole big list of people who apparently, helped put this out. We got Evan Dorkin, Mike Allred, Brian Bolin, Frank Cho, Steven DeStefano, Dave Gibbons, Jamie Hernandez, Doug Mankey, Frank Miller, Alex Ross, just a whole bunch of really cool creators, all kind of combining to make this little Elseworlds story. So pretty excited about that. Looked cool. I thought, why not? So that's it for this week. I plan on having a pretty sizable stack next week. Hopefully I'll be able to show it on Wednesday. Got some stuff at Second and Charles actually being held for me. So I'll go pick that up and then probably grab a whole bunch of extra stuff because that's just how I roll when I go to Second and Charles, I guess. Anyway, thanks for watching. Sorry it's Friday and not Wednesday, but better late than never. So see you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.